In my video about 9 things in eFootball that make no sense, many of you made great comments and some of these became the base for this video, so thank you. Here comes Pepper. Welcome everybody! In this video I will show you 11 things that we all hate about eFootball. If you know any more, feel free to drop it in the comments. As fillers, just like last time, I'll show some goals here and there. Let's start with number 1, interceptions. Interceptions are in a weird spot. Sometimes they're super strong, but other times, and that's the worst thing for me, they can be weak and inconsistent. I don't like it when you read your opponent, predict his pass, move your player exactly in the ball's way, hold matchup, and then sometimes the game still decides the ball goes through. Predicting passes is an important way of skill expression and should be rewarded. I want to have control. I want my actions to matter. At least, in my opinion, this became a bit better in recent patches. Number 2, Patrick Vieira. Yeah, we all hate playing against this guy, don't we? I don't think I need to explain this any further. However, should there ever be an asteroid threatening planet Earth, we don't need to worry. I'm confident Patrick Vieira would intercept even this. Number 3, shoulder tackles. In my opinion, these are way too good right now. It's often little risk, high reward, and you can win balls even from suboptimal angles. Look how Osimhen thinks he could shoot here. No way! Here comes the shoulder tackle. Completely fair. Nothing to see here. Or look how Thuram almost body checks his opponent, but no one seems to care. What you doing, ref? See how here I make a horrible pass, but press shoulder tackle just in time. This would have been a 4-on-2 or 5-on-3 situation in favor of my opponent. A great chance for him. But now all he got is a free kick in the middle of the pitch. No card for me. This is not good. Number 4, connection issues. We all hate this. The game feels heavy and there's a clearly noticeable delay, which can make the game close to being absolutely unplayable. You can't dribble anymore. You need to focus more on anticipating rather than reacting. You need to play more high balls because short passes are too dangerous. You know it. I'm lucky it doesn't happen very often to me, but when it happens, it's a really bad experience. Number 5, dribbling speed. This was your most upvoted comment and I agree. The way defenders catch up to faster forwards can be frustrating. Of course, a player on the ball gets slower. That makes sense. But defenders shouldn't be able to catch up this easy. Not sure if you've seen my boot Messi review video, but this is one of the reasons why I use a special speed heavy build which makes him able to outrun defenders better. But why is this the case? Here's my opinion. Back then in FIFA, people were complaining that speed was overpowered and it was too easy to L1 plus triangle to a fast player who would then outrun a defender and run towards the goal. The way I see it, it could be that Konami wants to avoid this. In Pro Evolution Soccer 5, lofted through balls were pretty hard to pull off successfully. You needed a great passer, a fast forward, and really good timing, just like in real life. I will show you something interesting about these L1 triangle passes in eFootball in the next point, by the way, which is also about the same topic. Basically, right now, in my opinion, the players are just too good. Then newer, better players arrive, and then again better ones, and so on. Costa Curta, for example, a defender can reach 88 lofted pass with only a single point in passing. Now combine this with how accurate passes become and low passing assist levels, and all of a sudden even long and difficult passes could become easy. So to make sure long L1 triangle passes or even normal through balls aren't too good or too easy to do, defenders get an advantage when catching up to fast forwards. I don't think that's ideal, but it is what it is. It's just my opinion though. But it gets even more obvious. The next point, number 6, stops and freezes. You probably noticed that players sometimes stop or freeze. It happens. I'll show you an example. Again, it's something to make L1 triangle passes weaker. Focus on Neymar. Did you see how he suddenly got slower and even overtaken by the defender just when my player passed to him? You can see he is clearly faster than the defender, but as soon as the ball starts, he stops for a bit. There, did you see? It's even more obvious from the other side, look. There it is. Another example here, my player is so far ahead. But then again, the stop. And this stop is crucial because he loses all the momentum, all the speed, and needs to accelerate all over again. He only barely got the ball before the defender here. I'm not sure if I like this. Number 7, the Efootball shop. Remember how in the last video I complained that there was only a single player in this shop? Yeah, next point. Number 8, progression reset. I already talked about this last time, but there are 2 more things I want to mention. This has to be free all the time. The first thing is, since the maximum proficiency of the managers is not the same for every playstyle, you might need different builds for different playstyles. And the second thing is, I for example build my defenders differently for quick counter than for long ball counter, because for quick counter I consider speed more important, as the defenders will be further up. So my point is, both this and the maximum proficiency thing essentially only let us have ideal builds for a single playstyle at a time. In an ideal world, progression resets are free and we can save custom builds to our players that we can switch to with a single button press. That would be nice. Number 9, co-op games. I'll be honest, I've never played this. I don't really know much about it, but I've heard it from you people, so I included it. What you complained about was that the matchmaking is only available for like half of the week. While I think the reasoning behind this could be that Konami wants more players to play at a certain time to reduce queue times, I still think it could be available at all times. Let players decide if they want to try it with higher queue times or not. You can always attract players into certain time frames with event rewards anyway. Number 10, referees. Alright, so content warning here, the following scene includes a very ugly foul in the game, so think for yourself whether you really want to see this. Oh boy, look how Costa Curta is brutalizing my player. I can't even... Someone call an ambulance. This is assault. This is this is horrible. Said no one ever, except for the referee maybe who called this. Yeah, sometimes referees are doing weird stuff. But to be fair, it doesn't happen too often. And in real life, referees aren't perfect either, to say the very least. Last point, number 11, no content. Unfortunately, outside of eFootball League, My League and events, we don't really have anything to do. I'd love to play Master League or the Become a Legend mode. Also from a content creator's perspective, this limits what we can do by a lot. EAFC creators can do lots of interesting stuff like rebuilding teams, coming up with own scenarios for clubs, doing some storytelling, simulating how players' careers could have gone differently in different clubs, and lots of other stuff. It's a bit sad we can't do this. Well, that's it folks, let me know if you liked this video. I'd love if you subscribed, liked or commented. Until then guys, take it easy. Shaka!